Welcome to Catherine's tutorial. In this video, we'll learn about X chromosome inactivation and Barr bodies in detail. But before getting into this X chromosome inactivation and Barr bodies, we should know some basic information about X chromosome. We'll go with that. So the humans, they have 23 pairs of chromosome. Among these 23 pairs of chromosome, 22 pairs of chromosomes are autosomes. The 23rd pair of chromosome is known as allosome. It differentiates male from the female, where female will have XX chromosome and male will have XY chromosome. If you take this XX and XY chromosome, or if you compare X chromosome with the Y chromosome, the X chromosome has 1000 genes. Y chromosome has around 100 to 300 genes. The X chromosome is larger and this chromosome is smaller. So the most of the informations are carried by the X chromosome because it has more amount of gene here. We'll go with Barr bodies and after that we'll discuss about X chromosome inactivation. So what are Barr bodies? These Barr bodies was identified in the year 1949 by Barr. It was identified in the year 1949 by Barr and Burke. Observe a condensed structure in the nerve cells of cat. And they have observed this condensed structure during the interphase stage of meiosis. And they have named this condensed structure as Barr bodies in remembrance of a scientist who discovered the structure, or it is also known as sex chromatin. According to them, the Barr body was observed during the interphase was attached with the nuclear envelope. There was a condensed structure attached with the nuclear envelope, and this condensed structure only was named as Barr bodies. It is observed in a female cat. Nerve cells of female cat. The female cat will have 2X chromosome. The Barr bodies was observed in a female cat where you can able to find one of the X chromosome was condensed and attached with the nuclear envelope of the organism. The other remains as such. So if you take this Barr bodies number, if it is female, if you take male into account, you cannot find Barr bodies. No Barr bodies are present in male. But in case of female, if she has 2X chromosome, the number of Barr bodies are 1. In case of this ratio, you can able to find 2 Barr bodies. So 1X chromosome will have the Barr body. Already it is only 1X chromosome in case of male. So this is what Barr and Bertram observed and they reported and they named the structure as Barr bodies and sex chromatin. After the discovery of Barr bodies by the year 1949 by Barr and Bertram, 1961, Mary Lyon, she proposed lionization process. What is lionization? If you take the X chromosome, this is X chromosome. XY chromosome, female, male. So according to Mary Lyon's hypothesis, one of the X chromosome in female will get inactivated. It is given with a term known as silenced or inactivated. Why it is inactivated? In case of male, it remains as such as active. According to Mary Lyon's hypothesis, in female if she has 2 X chromosome. Okay, so here the number of X chromosome is 2. Here the number of X chromosome is 2. Here the number of X chromosome is only 1. There is inequality in number of X chromosome. So to compensate the number of X chromosome or to compensate the dosage of X chromosome in male and female in eutherian mammals and marsupials, what happened here? One of the X chromosome remains inactive. So it will be only one remains active in case of female and only one remains active in case of male. So this is known as dosage compensation. Okay, it is to maintain the genetic equality. It is also known as genetic equality. To maintain the genetic equality, one of the X chromosome in female will be inactivated. Okay, only one chromosome, only one X chromosome remains active. Okay, so in otherwise it is explained as it has been silenced or inactivated. It is also known as transcriptionally inactive. So what is the meaning of transcription? They are transcriptionally inactive. So what is the meaning of transcription? In most of the higher group of organism, you can able to find the DNA. The length of DNA is around 2.2 meter. This 2.2 meter length DNA was packed inside the nucleus. Okay, it is actually a compact structure which is packed inside the nucleus to produce protein. Okay, for example, imagine it is a cytoplasm. To produce protein or to give information about to start or to stop the process of protein synthesis, the DNA should give a signal. DNA cannot able to come out of the nucleus. Instead, it gives a message. The DNA will give a message to the mRNA. So this is known as transcription. When mRNA takes a message to the cytoplasm, where ribosome will start to produce protein with the help of the remaining set of RNA, now this process is known as translation. Translation is nothing but where the mRNA produces proteins with the help of this cytoplasmic components. Okay, transcription is nothing but where DNA provides a message to the mRNA to carry out the process of protein synthesis. So what happened? It is transcriptionally inactive where DNA doesn't give signal to the mRNA. If the mRNA doesn't receive any signal, it is not going to synthesize any protein. So it is transcriptionally inactive. It has been made transcriptionally inactive to maintain this genetic equality, that is 1 X chromosome in female and 1 X chromosome in case of male. Okay, so these transcriptionally inactive structures are condensed in heterochromatin. So what is heterochromatin? They are condensed and they are packed in heterochromatin. These inactive X chromosomes are packed in heterochromatin. So there are two types of chromatin if you take nucleus into account. Okay, I was drawing a diagram here. Imagine it is a nucleus. The outermost region or the periphery of nucleus is the peripheral region of a nucleus is packed with a tightly coiled structure or a condensed structure on the corners, and these condensed structures, these are tightly packed. So these structures are tightly packed structures, and these tightly packed structures are known as heterochromatin. So in the middle, okay, you can able to find some loosely packed structures. These loosely packed structures are known as euchromatin. So there are two types of chromatin, heterochromatin and euchromatin. Euchromatin only contains this loosely packed region. Okay, so heterochromatin is tightly packed. It is tightly packed, and euchromatin is loosely packed. And one more important thing, this loosely packed euchromatin is transcriptionally active. they can produce protein and they can carry the message for producing protein. So they are transcriptionally active. But heterochromatins are transcriptionally inactive. They cannot able to carry the message from the DNA to the mRNA. There will be no message given to the mRNA in case of heterochromatin substances. Okay. Even you can able to find in Y chromosome where the SRY region was present in only euchromatin. That is sex determining region is present only in sex determining region. You can able to find only in euchromatin because euchromatin only can able to produce protein, but heterochromatin as it is tightly packed, they cannot able to produce proteins. Okay, they are known as transcriptionally inactive. Okay, according to them, these one of the X chromosome which has been made inactive. This inactive X chromosome was condensed and placed in heterochromatin region where they cannot able to produce any proteins. So if they are not able to transcribe a message into mRNA, the mRNA is not going to code for production of any protein. So here the information has been blocked here. There will be no information moving towards the mRNA in case of heterochromatin structure or inactive chromosome. So heterochromatin is transcriptionally inactive. For example, one X chromosome, another X chromosome, female. Okay. So imagine this one X chromosome will produce protein. They are genetically similar. Both the chromosomes are homologous pair of chromosomes. So they have contain similar segments of genes here. So what happened? They transcribe and they produce a particular amount of protein, and this X chromosome will also produce protein. If you take male, one X chromosome and one Y chromosome, here the X chromosome will produce its own protein and Y chromosome code for its own protein. So it will be produced by the X and Y chromosomes. Here the number of X chromosome is 2. Okay. The amount of protein produced by them will be identical. Okay. Now what happens here? The amount of producing protein is more. But actually we don't need more amount of protein. Where one X chromosome produces protein, no, that is enough to maintain our physiological function. We doesn't need more amount of protein should get added up and resulting in any kind of problem. So what happens here? To avoid this issue or to balance this issue or to avoid this hyper mechanism where we get more amount of proteins of same kind by these two X chromosome, one of the X chromosome remains inactive. That is why it has been made inactive in case of eutherian mammals and also metatherian mammals. And what type of chromosome will get inactivated? Okay, we'll just imagine it is XX chromosome and XY. If it is a female, she will receive one X chromosome from the mother and one X chromosome from the father. When this X inactivation will happen? Okay, this X inactivation happens during the embryonic development, during the blastula stage. During the stage of blastular development, where the cell doesn't reach the 100, where the embryo doesn't reach the 100 cells, or the fertilized zygote doesn't reach the 100 cell, this X inactivation will happen. Okay, so one of the X chromosome inactivated during the blastula stage in case of eutherian mammals. So what happens here? This gets inactivated and the female will have only one X chromosome remains active in case of eutherian mammal. Here we have to just raise a question, or we have some question that what type of chromosome or what chromosome, whether it is the chromosome which is obtained from the mother remains inactive or the chromosome which is obtained from the father remains inactive. Here it is a question, a big question actually. So it is random choice. Either the maternal X chromosome may remains inactive or the paternal chromosome remains inactive. So it is 50-50% of chances between paternal and maternal chromosome. But it doesn't happen in case of marsupial, that is especially these kangaroos. So what happens here? The paternal X chromosome remains inactivated in case of marsupial organism. So it was identified it is only the paternal X chromosome remains inactive in case of marsupial organism. But in case of eutherian mammals, it is 50-50% of chances. It is random choice only. Either the paternal chromosome or the maternal chromosome may remain inactivated during the embryonic formation. Okay, so this is what they observed here in the lionization hypothesis, and it was named as lionization after the individual or after the scientist who discovered the process, lionization hypothesis. According to her, the one of the X chromosome in case of female remains inactive to maintain the dosage compensation. So to maintain the one X chromosome in both the sex, that is male and female, one of the X chromosome in case of female remains inactive. Okay, now we'll go with one more example, that is calico cats. It is a common example where we learn under this X chromosome inactivation. So in calico cats, you can able to observe only females in this group of organism. If it is male or if it is female, we'll take two into account. We are going to learn about the fur color or the skin color in case of this calico cat. It was regulated by X-linked gene. The X-linked gene only regulates its body color. It is present in the X chromosome. This is Y. Okay. So imagine there are two forms, there are two alleles. X chromosome and X chromosome. They'll have the genes in alternative form. The fur color may be orange or it may be black. So the skin color gene will exhibit in two alternative form, that is orange and black color. And these X chromosome in case of female, one X chromosome will have the allele for orange color, the other X chromosome will have the allele for black color. In case of male, okay, it is alternate choice only, XY. So he may be in black color if this X chromosome inherits the black color gene, or the skin color or fur color will become orange if the organism inherits this orange color X chromosome or orange color allele. Okay. So, but what happens here in case of female, in heterozygous condition, she will be having both black and orange color. If one of the X chromosome gets inactivated, imagine it resembles or it produces orange fur color, the female will have this black color fur. Suppose the other X chromosome gets inactivated or it remains, it gives rise to orange. So that is why you can able to observe in heterozygous female black and orange color in their fur. Okay. So this is the best example to explain the X chromosome inactivation in case of calico cat. There are a number of examples, but this example is enough to learn about this X chromosome inactivation. I am just summarizing it again. We learned about Barr bodies was identified by Barr and Bertram during the year 1949. They observed a content structure in female nerve cell, that is cat. Okay, they observed that and they named this structure as X chromatin or Barr bodies. According to them, it is nothing but an inactivated X chromosome attached with the nuclear envelope, and that is towards the heterochromatin region. In 1961, Mary Lyon was observed that this content structure is nothing but an inactive X chromosome. What happened to maintain the dosage between male and female organism? This mechanism has been maintained. It is otherwise known as dosage compensation. Dosage compensation. So where the XY type, one of the X chromosome remains inactive to maintain the number of chromosome equal in case of male and female. This is what was proposed by Mary Lyon. That is why the hypothesis is known as lionization. It is nothing but to maintain genetic equality. So RNA of the inactive chromosome remains transcriptionally inactive, where they cannot able to produce any protein. So to avoid the problem only, one of the X chromosome remains inactive. Okay, in case of eutherian mammals and in case of marsupial organism. By the next video, we'll learn about haplodiploidy mechanism in honeybees. Thank you.